Hi, this is ID Innovations, and here we have the latest HE series modules. These modules are dual function modules. They incorporate HID card functions and EM4001 card functions. That can be quite useful when swapping systems or for integrating systems. The longest range module is the module on the left, the ID-20LA-HE. The second in the series is the ID-12LA-HE, and these two modules have internal antennas. And the last is the ID-3LA-HE, which does not have an internal antenna. That means that application engineers can shape and size the antennas to their own purposes. Okay, let's look at some ranges. We'll be using our tester. This tests all the modules that we've just shown you. And on the far right, you'll see terminals A1 and A2, and that's for an internal antenna for the ID-23HE. Okay, let's start. The tags we'll be using will be a standard HID card and our long-range clamshell card. We'll also be looking at our ISO card and a key fob. And finally, the 16mm high temperature tag. That's the smallest in our range. Okay, let's start. We have fitted in the tester an ID-12LA-HE, and we'll begin with the HID card. Now, because they're dual systems, one has much more range than the other. The normal EM range is about 3 times the range of the HID, and that's simply because of the system. Okay, we'll start with the HID card. That's about 4.5 centimeters. And now the long-range clamshell card. And of course this will be much longer range because it's a different system. That's about 17.5 centimeters. Now let's look at the ISO card. That's about 8.5 centimeters. Okay, let's go to the key fob. That's about 7.5 centimeters. And finally, the smallest tag in our series, the 16mm high temperature tag. And that's about 4.5 centimeters. Okay, that rounds up the HE series, the dual function modules. Okay, I've now fitted the ID-20LA-HE, which will have a little bit more range. And we'll first try the HID card. That's 8+ centimeters. Now let's look at the clamshell card, and of course the range of the clamshell card will be much more. Okay, that's about 24 centimeters. And now a standard ISO card. That's about 12.5 centimeters. Now let's look at the key fob. And the key fob comes in at about 11.5 centimeters. And finally, the smallest tag in the series, and that's about 6 centimeters, and that's a 16mm high temperature tag. Okay, that rounds up the dual function HE modules. Thank you.